What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, got an exciting one. We're going to talk about exhaust modifications on the GASGAS 300R that we're currently building. Let's get into it. All right, guys. Well, we obviously wanted to run some sort of an exhaust on this to get the best performance we could out of it. Just like the trikes, when you're taking a dirt bike exhaust and putting it on an ATV style subframe, we've got to do some mid-pipe mods, which isn't a big deal. It's pretty easy. So we worked really hard to make sure the main expansion chamber did not have any modifications, because this is where all your power is made, so we didn't want to mess with that. And yeah, simple mod to the silencer. I cut 2 relief cuts in there just to angle this out, rotated this. Got my silencer mount built. It's just a piece of steel for now for mock-up. We're gonna end up making this out of aluminum. But yeah, just filling in the gaps here. So this basically steps up to 1.25 inches and then 1.25 inches over here. So I cut this originally right off the silencer, moved everything forward. Got good clearance on both ends. Can stick my finger behind this basically. Looking good though, pretty excited about it. I also just want to show you guys, we've got an exhaust hanger up here. I know I talked about that in one of the last videos, and we're gonna build one here. So this is, believe it or not, pretty well mounted. It is rubber mounted with the factory springs up here, so we used all the factory rubber mounts. But yeah, same thing here. So you can see it's got a little bit of play. That's right from the factory. I think the material on the FMF is a little bit skinnier, so you know, you have that with the aftermarket parts. I also had to grind the chrome down a little bit for this to slide on. It actually would not slide on right from FMF, which is interesting, but that's life with aftermarket parts. And again, we're gonna make a nice little bracket here with some adjustment, and yeah, should work out pretty good. So this thing's gonna be started up here, I'd say in the next week. And yeah, we've just been stupid busy. And my customer's been kind of going back and forth with me on some changes we wanna do to this. We might go billet arms on this, we're not sure. He originally wanted legger, so we waited like 6 months to find a mint set. And yeah, might go to billet, so we'll see. I think it's cool having the old school arms on there with the brand new upgraded suspension, but it is what it is. So we'll keep rolling on this, and I'm doing everything I can to get it done in the time frame, but when changes are made, it slows the whole process down. So I am excited to get this running for you guys, and excited for myself, because this thing's been a lot of work. It's kind of just been chilling in the shop for a while. It's time to finish it up, move on, and get to the billet frame. So let's keep going. I also want to just note that this thing is at an angle. I would do that for caliper clearance. So we've got perfect clearance here. Last thing I want to do is hit a jump and smash that. So yeah, we're gonna take into account everything we have to make it as perfect as possible. Yeah, guys, and when I say busy, I just mean hundreds of parts. We've been shipping so many big wheel kits, it's unreal. So these things finally kind of just took off, which is exciting. And it really was just in part of going with the billet swing arm. It really just upped the quality of everything, and that's kind of our goal with the ATV stuff. So, all right, I got my piece cut. Pretty excited about it. Oh man, that was a pretty good first try. So you see how there's a gap right there? I have a little slot going on my bracket, so the silencer can move forward and back about 1/2 inch. I'm gonna basically tack that onto the mid pipe. This is also stainless. Ordered it from MC Master. Yeah, that's awesome. That just saved me a lot of time. So I've also done a lot of these, so I'm pretty good at just taking a marker, and I didn't use a measuring tape, I just held it up to it and made a mark. So pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna tack that on and get it going. Another thing we've done, we've kind of entered the Harley market, so we're making some billet swing arms, which is pretty cool. Check out Rusty Butcher Racing, so he's going to be running these at the Mint 400. So yeah, just made a couple marks, Just make 2 distinct marks so you know where to clock it. So, not bad. I'm gonna take the mid plate back off, just get it tacked on for now. We are gonna back purge this as we weld it. Stainless just kind of makes a mess on the inside when you weld. So your outside can look pretty, but the inside will be all crystallized and nasty. So if you don't know what back purging is, look it up. But yeah, we're gonna put some argon on each end of this exhaust, get it all nicely welded. Yeah, let's do it. Cool, so we're all welded up. The last step is just to get this last weld right here. So kind of the same deal. I've got it set where there's no gap. Got it pushed forward. And yeah, we're gonna tack this up. So I'm gonna bring the TIG welder inside. Got a small Eastwood we use for tacking up exhausts. And then I'm gonna bring it back outside one more time. Get it finish welded around this joint right here. And then the silencer will be good. Get that dialed. Make a bracket here and the exhaust is done. Look at that. Yep, getting excited. Can't wait to start this thing up. Let me know what you think. I think it turned out pretty clean. I'm happy with it. I'm digging the blue anodizing. So this is like a titanium. Little power core 2.1 looks like. Yeah, it looks cool. Now these bikes have a lot of wiring, being they are fuel injected, so I've got everything kind of hidden up under the gas tank. So in the next video, we're gonna talk about wiring and how we're doing all that stuff. So you never know, maybe one of you guys wanna do this at home someday. A lot of little steps to build a custom quad, but tons of fun. Already got my gas cap flange finished up. This guy, I just got a machine. I've already got that dialed. This wasn't too bad to weld. A lot of welding. First one I did, so you know, get better as you go. Could probably do it in half the time next time. But yep, I know we haven't really done a recent update video. We've got the ASV levers, the flex bars, anti-vibe stem that we made. So we've got the TRX250R Master up here with that ASV, and then this is the GASGAS hydraulic clutch with the GASGAS style ASV lever. So got the matching colors on there. Leger arms look killer on here. Alka Stage 5s, of course. Now for the Nerf bars, these are the AC Pro pegs. I love AC. They've been making stuff for years. I've definitely been running these for quite a long time. Just got that simply mounted up there. Got the 88, 89 style pivot up there. And he also went with the drop grab bar. So if you're shorter, it's nice having that. You can pick the bike up a little easier. So when I say gas cap flange, basically this guy, set that right there for now. Also got a fuel pump flange. So that's gonna get welded in here, just like that. So yeah, that's just gonna slide right down just like that. Pretty much have it flush. Yeah, guys, this is gonna actually drop down into the tank, so we're gonna have it about, say, 1/4 inch from the top. That kind of stops any splashing internally going up the cap, which is nice. So if you're new to dirt bikes, you don't know what the KTM 300 or GASGAS 300 fuel pump is like, I actually put it in the factory location and there's tons of room. So we have a nice low point. So all the fuel is gonna run from the front to the back. So we added some capacity with this style. We also added some capacity up in the front too, up here. So we kind of brought this up a little bit. So it's technically an oversized tank without being ugly. And then yeah, this is gonna drop in there, and then our fuel line is gonna run around, come through here, and connect right to the OEM location. Without getting crazy and bolting it down to a piece of plastic, again, this is just 3D printed, so it's from mock-up. But so that piece is gonna be made out of billet on our CNC machines. And yeah, this will get bolted down. It'll have a perfect seal. We're gonna do a little guard up and over to protect the seat from touching. But we already ran all this in a CAD system with our 3D scanning, so we already know the seat's gonna clear, which is nice. And then again, the line, this will just connect up to that. So pretty clean setup. Getting excited, guys. Getting super excited. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it for today's video. Again, I did kind of mention the billet frame project, which we've actually already started doing some stuff for that, but we had to get another CNC machine because we just could not find spindle time, which is very important for making parts. So shop's getting full, got a handful of them now. But yeah, new VF4 with a 5-axis. So that'll complement the UMC for making all the crazy parts. So I'm pretty excited about that. Just got that thing pretty much dialed in as of a couple days ago. And yeah, we're excited. So anyway, stay tuned for the next video. We're gonna dive into electrical and final assembly on the last one. So hopefully we'll be starting this thing in the next week and getting everything finalized. So if you like 250Rs, you like custom quads, put it in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I think these things are awesome. I think taking a modern power plant such as a KTM 300 / GASGAS or any of the modern 2-strokes really, and just keeping these things alive is where it's at. So anyway, hope you guys have a good weekend, and we'll try to post more of these. We've just been super busy through the holidays, and that's just how it goes when you have a manufacturing company. But anyway, let me know what you think. Have a good one.